Good day, everyone. I am Catherine M. Muhi, together with Ms. Rona Mejenese, and we will now be reporting the topic assigned to us, the changes in accounting estimate. So, accounting changes has two categories, the change in accounting estimate and the change in accounting policy. Accounting changes can have a great impact on an entity's reported earnings. Thus, it is critically important that users of financial statement understand the nature and effect of accounting changes and must not rely solely on the bottom line, in which is the net income or loss. To formally start our discussion on changes in accounting estimate, let us now identify the concept of it by first discussing the definition of what really the changes in accounting estimate is all about. PAS 8, paragraph 5 defines a change in accounting estimate as an adjustment of the carrying amount of an asset or a liability or the amount of the periodic consumption of an asset that results from the assessment of the present status and expected future benefit and obligation associated with the asset and liability. Here in changes in accounting estimate, we don't actually prepare financial statement with absolute accuracy dahil alam naman natin na ang nagamit natin ay estimate. Merong mga line items sa ating financial statement na products ng estimate. Tapos yung mga estimate na yun ay nagabago as time passes by. So it is required na makapag-prepare tayo ng mas relevant na financial statement to adjust whatever estimates that we have if ever na merong mas reliable statement ng item na yun in our financial statement. Let us now proceed on the concept of changes in accounting estimate. Simply stated, a change in accounting estimate is a normal recurring correction or adjustment of an asset or liability which is the natural result of the use of an estimate. Nabanggit na kanina na in preparation of our financial statement, nagamit talaga tayo ng estimate, kaya naman kapag mayroong more relevant basis para makapag-generate tayo ng more reliable statement or records, required din tayo as well na mag-adjust kung ano man yung mga estimate na yon. The use of reasonable statement is an essential part of the preparation of financial statement and does not undermine their reliability. An estimate may need revision if changes occur regarding the circumstances on which the estimate was based or as a result of new information, more experience, and subsequent development. So, kapag may mga activities na kung saan yung mga certain activities na yun ay nagabigay ng mas relevant information and more cleared estimates compared to the previous estimate, doon na tayo required na gumawa ng such adjustment in our financial statements. By very nature, the revision of the estimate does not relate to prior periods and is not a correction of an error. A change in measurement basis is a change in accounting policy and not a change in accounting estimate. Sometimes, it is difficult to distinguish a change in accounting estimate and a change in accounting policy. In such case, the change is treated as a change in accounting estimate with appropriate disclosures. So take note that when there are change in accounting estimates, it should be established apart from your error correction because change in accounting estimate is not a correction of an error. So as a result of the uncertainties in business activities, many items in our financial statements cannot be measured with precision but can only be estimated. Estimation involves judgment based on the latest available and reliable information. Estimates may be required for the following. First is the doubtful accounts. Next is the inventory obsolescence. Dito sa inventory obsolescence, dito yung naluluma yung value, nagiging obsolete yung value ng ating mga inventory. Then, third is yung useful life, residual value, and expected pattern of consumption benefit of depreciable asset. For example, dun sa useful life, para dun sa computation purposes ng mga pag nag-estimate tayo kung gaano katagal lang yung useful life ng mga certain property or plant and equipment or asset dahil hindi naman natin alam yung mga absolute na useful life ng isang certain property, ganon. Then, the residual value, it pertains to the value of the property after it depreciate. Dun pa lang mare-recover yung amount. And take note that we can only ascertain the value of residual value on the residual value of an asset or property on the date na actual na na-dispose yung isang certain asset or property na yon. Then, next is yung warranty cost. So, dito, ina-estimate natin yung warranty cost. For example, nagkaroon ng bintahan, like, kunwari, appliances. Every time na nagbebenta sila ng appliances, may kaakibat yun na warranty the moment na yung bentahan nga niya ay nag-occur, ina-estimate na ng company kung magkano yung i-recognize bilang warranty cost or warranty obligation dahil, syempre, hindi naman natin alam doon sa mga nag-purchase na yun kung sino ang magabalik ng certain appliances na binili nila or sino mag-avail ng warranty. Then, lastly is yung fair value of financial assets and financial liabilities. Bottom line lang nito na there are items in our financial statements that are products of estimate, which is very common because that is one of the limitation in the preparation of the financial statements. However, what is good is that when we actually discover a more relevant information, we tend or have the chance to change it in the form of accounting changes like in accounting estimates.
Good day everyone, I'm Rona Mayhanese. Let's proceed to how to report the changes in accounting estimate. So, the effects of a change in accounting estimates shall be recognized currently and prospectively by including its income or loss of the period of change in the change affects the period only, the period of change, and the future period if the change affects both. So, it will only affect the current and the future years to come. To the extent that a change in accounting estimate give rise to a change in assets and liabilities of relates to item of equity, it shall not be recognized by adjusting the carrying amount of a related asset, liability, or equity in their period of change. A change in accounting estimate shall not be accounted by restating amount reported in financial statement of a prior period. Change in accounting estimate are to be handled currently and prospectively if necessary. Prospective recognition of the effects of a change in accounting estimate means that the change is applied to transaction, other events, and conditions from the date of change in accounting estimate. So, yan daw, if the change takes effect immediately after the first accounting period, that means the change will only take effects from the change in the future, with no more adjustment will be made in the prior year. So I have here illustration, for example, of accounting estimate. So machinery costing 500,000 is estimated to have a life of 5 years. At the beginning of the third year, the original life is changed to 8 years. So, originally daw po, 5 years lang yung estimation ng useful life, and then, ngayon mababago from 5, magiging 8. So, nadagdagan siya ng 3 years, pero of course, 2 years na yung nakalipas. Thus, the asset has a remaining life of 6 years. So, question, do we have to correct the past depreciation? So the answer here is no because sabi nga natin is current and prospective kasi ang napag-usapan natin dito is change in accounting estimate. So the procedure is not correct past depreciation. Instead, the remaining carrying amount of 300,000. So, bakit naging 300K? Kasi 'di ba originally 500K siya. So, divided by 5 years. So, every year nagkakaroon siya ng depreciation na 100K. O ay 2 years na yung nakalipas, so 200,000 na yung na-depreciate. So, originally, na 500K less than 200K accumulated depreciation, ang magiging carrying amount natin is 300,000 na lang. So ngayon, ano ang gagawin natin sa 300K na to? So, ito na lang yung i-allocate natin dun sa remaining life na 6 years. So, bakit naman 6 years? Kasi nga 'di ba at the beginning of third year, na-re-estimate kung magkano yung useful life. Sabi 8 years. So, years, dapat since nung nag-start, 'di ba? 2 years na yung nakalipas. Kaya 6 years na lang yung natitira. So, 300K over 6 years, the subsequent annual depreciation is 50,000 na lang. So, to record the entry for annual depreciation starting third year, debit depreciation expense 50,000, credit accumulated depreciation 50,000. So, moving forward, the fixed amount na 50,000 ang magiging depreciation expense mo using straight line method. On January 1, 2018, Flux Company purchased a machine for 5,280,000 and depreciated it by the straight line method using an estimated life, a useful life of 8 years with no residual value. On January 1, 2021, the entity determined the machine had a useful life of 6 years from the date of acquisition and residual value was 480,000. An accounting change was made in 2021 to reflect this additional information. So, what amount should be reported as accumulated depreciation for the machine on December 31, 2021? To get the accumulated depreciation for the machine on December 31, 2021, we need to get first the carrying amount for January 1, 2021. So, acquisition cost January 1, 2018 is 5,280,000 and over the past 3 years, nagkaroon siya ng accumulated depreciation. So, 5,280,000 over 8 years na useful life times 3 years will be 1,980,000. So, ang magiging carrying amount natin for January 1, 2021 will be 3,300,000. Next is accumulated depreciation for January 1, 2021, 1,980,000. Depreciation for 2021 is 2,820,000 over 3 years. So, saan nga po ba nanggaling yung 2,820,000? So, natin yung carrying amount na nakuha natin kanina for January 1, 2021 na 3,300,000. Tapos, meron siyang residual value na 480,000. So, ili-less mo lang yon. So, ang magiging depreciation amount na natin for January 1, 2021 will be 2,820,000 na lang. Tapos, meron tayong revised life na 6 years. Then, nagkaroon na siya ng year expiration ng 3 years. So, ang magiging remaining revised life na lang natin is 3 years. So, depreciation for 2021, 2,820,000 over 3 years will be 940,000. So, ang makukuha natin accumulated depreciation for December 31, 2021 will be 2,920,000. So, the correct answer here is letter A.